Hello, I'm going to try to do a short reading here just on what the masculine is feeling and going through. I feel like there's a lot of energy on their side, and I'm avoiding doing all of the things I need to do right now. We have Armadillo Spirit, healthy boundaries. He has Bee Spirit, sweet results, and then Dove Spirit. So we've seen these two cards a lot lately. And then Bat Spirit, transformation, a rebirth is assured. There's a beautiful energy. And we have 3217. Very interesting. It's almost like we're counting down to something there. Sorry, I just don't feel like turning on that light up above. Patience. Rebirth. Wow, 2 cards of rebirth. Discernment. Strength. That's a beautiful shadow card. All right, and then I love this discernment card with the red roses. All is not what it seems. That was the message coming through this morning to me. So stay true to your knowing. Trust your intuition. 3rd card of transformation. Battle of the head versus the heart, 4-4. 8-8, one with self, blossoming with the lotus. 5-5, reprogram your soul. Release, raise, and reclaim. 9-9, high priest, personal empowerment. Wow, these are beautiful cards. It looks like there's a lot being released and transformation happening. I feel this 4-8 energy a lot this morning. We also have 5-5-5 and 7. So very, very interesting. High Priestess and Page of Wands. I seem to intuitively know that there's movement going on. High Priestess, 6 of Pentacles. There is something here about boundaries, like being very clear. Being very clear on your boundaries. Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups, 2 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Wow, the 6-9 again. 5 of Cups, the Hermit, 2 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. I actually read some lore about the 2 of Wands, and now I can't even remember it. Okay, so I have cards messed up here. These don't belong here. Those belong there. Okay, do they? Is that right? Yes, okay. Magician reversed with Hierophant, so another 5 on the bottom of the deck. 5 of Swords. 5 of Cups. 5 of Swords. The Hierophant, the Bat, and reprogram your soul. So we have 5 5s. That's crazy. That was my mother's birthday. Okay. We also have 6-9 and another 9 here, and then 2-2. So you guys are mirroring the 2 energy. And then the 8 over here, and then 2 cards of a message. Seems to be like he is deciding what kind of message to send. Yes, deciding what kind of message to send, making a decision. Hoping and wishing that you would be the one to do this, but I don't think you are. Hoping and wishing he doesn't have to do it. So I just saw the Aurora Borealis card here. I don't know. For me, this cornucopia energy, so we have also 11, 12, and 24. There's other people that are being taken into account here, and there's also the spiritual nature of this relationship heavily being taken into account. I don't know, he's taking his time with this, and I feel like you spiritually feel. I'm not going to take the Mother card, although I think in the back of his mind, some thoughts about his family. We have romance, beige, ruby red, and mint green. That Wisteria card is probably my favorite card in this deck. But this is a very beautiful combination. This is a summer card here. And then this is like being very careful, taking your time and thinking deeply. And I think a lot of you are going to be like, he doesn't think deeply. But it does feel to me like there's a push-pull here between some impulsive action that's immature, I want to say, with that peach card. It doesn't quite make sense. It comes from his inner child. And you know how much I love that 5 card with the inner child. I think it's the 5 of Swords. No, it's this card. It's this card. I didn't realize it was out here. Yeah, I feel that he's impulsively gonna say something to you, but he's choosing not to make it like passionate for some reason. Why, Spirit? It's because he has this respect for you as the Empress energy. We got the Empress here yesterday. Here we have a very similar energy. It's not the same, but it's very similar to me. He's trying to manifest the Empress, and maybe something he did before ended a cycle or ended your relationship. Oh goodness, should I have looked at this? Yeah, there was an ending of some kind. There may be another ending in his world right now that he knows is going to be very heavy. 10 of Wands. He doesn't want to upset you. There's something here that he's like really going inside about, really looking at, like he's trying to look at his like spiritual nature. It's weird. Normally I would say like that adjacent possibility card is about other people. I really don't think that's what this is here. It really feels like he's thinking of how many different ways can I approach this. Like attracts, like he's trying to match your frequency. That's a really good insight. Yeah, he's trying to match your energy, but he's only able to kind of get up to page or knight. The knight is the swords. So he feels like here he's much better with his words, with his mind, than his feelings. And he's really unsure about his money situation. He's just overall, he hasn't been in a very good place. I'll say that much. You know, I feel like he's trying to pull himself out of it. I mean, these 2 cards, look at, I feel like this goes here. I feel stupid for running. He may run again. That Knight of Swords is always very much a running card. If I called, would you answer? These are great. This is intense. Green flag came in reverse. Something you're doing is seeming to give him a green light or something like that. Tried to move on and it failed. So we have Law of Attraction, Leo, Healing, and Lemurian. Did I wait too long? Law of Vibration. So we have Law of Vibration, Law of Attraction, and like attracts like, and aligned action, Lover above. He's trying really, really hard. Because of this. This is what he's realized. Hurting you hurt me more than I ever imagined it would. You see through my mask. He knows you're different. I look at your social media because people bring up your name. We're a lot alike. Bring it into form. This is that Magician energy. I miss your touch. Pluto's aligning, I think, with Venus, Mars, Diamond Delight. I write texts and I delete them. Go for it. My friends know I'm not over you. Do you even miss me? I'm scared you'll leave or hurt me. Imagine sleeping next to you. Mastermind knows your twin flames. Ether. So that crazy word came up in a post I shared on Instagram on my story. I think it's still there. That the word ether, I have to research this, was like removed. I think it was from the periodic table by the Rockefellers. I had a period of time where I would just channel that word over and over and over again. It was the strangest thing. It was just like they were telling me over and over and over again about ether. And, you know, I think it has a lot to do with this, the law of vibration and the law of attraction. But it's like the fifth element, which of course is a very famous movie about, she's, you know, this magical being, this intuitive, and honestly, I haven't seen that movie in decades, so. Okay, there's an intensity to this, you know, it says knows your twin flames. That's a really strong card to me, because knowing is above doubt. And I feel like sometimes I get so repetitive, like, you're like, just don't say that anymore. But that level of doubt, you know, that's the level of science, right? 400s. That's when, if you're in that stage, you keep going back and forth and you keep saying things like, oh, I know we're twin flames. And then are like you are looking for proof. That's what science does. It constantly looks for proof, and it's like, oh, signs, the synchronicities, all of the things that you think are proof, right, in the physical world, that's what you look for. I'm trying to see what they're getting at. So you're bouncing around and you're just like, no, this is crazy. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. Oh my God, no, we're definitely twin flames. Like, this has never happened. I've never felt this way. I've never experienced all these synchronicities. I've tried to let this go. I can't. Like, and then you bounce back and forth between those two things. I know we're twin flames. Wait, no, this is crazy. And I remember feeling like that. Universe, third eye chakra, obstacles and challenges, conflict and defeat. Look at all that blue. Wisdom, discernment and boredom, partnership and alliance, firm foundation, disruption. I don't know. He's really trying to leave something behind. I'm not going to take the devil, but I'll take it into account. Memories of love. He's trying not to be afraid. And if you haven't seen the reading from yesterday, it's very long and it deals with a lot of this stuff right here about the foundations crumbling. And I'm getting that message really strongly, not just for twin flames, but even in society, that there will be a lot of crumbling of non-stable foundations. We had 2 really strong earthquakes here the other day. Though they were in the water. Fulfillment of wishes, another 9. I don't know, I feel like the universe here, there's just a real, oh, and then we have a 6. 6 of Pentacles here. Material and spiritual prosperity, triumphant success, shadow. There's a lot of shadow here. A lot of shadow here. And But overcoming obstacles, it does seem to be that it's weird that both these cards are in reverse. Seems like he's drawing on things he's learned from the past. Which, like, let's all celebrate if that's actually happening, because, I don't know, I feel cynical today. There's another 6 over here. Coffin. He's really trying to move on, liberate himself from things that aren't from the snake. So those two just fell out. He sees through something. Yeah. That came out, not enough. That's so weird. It's just so strange sometimes. Desire to meet up with you. Explain a lot of things. There's a lot of things that need explaining. I almost feel like there's someone or a group of people or somebody here playing with their hands in this situation. Could be could be this person. Doesn't have to be a female, I don't think, for everyone. But that it was sabotaging here. Somebody was in his ear, giving him bad advice or lies, something like that. I think he found that out. I do. I think he found that out. It's interesting that there's these 2 rings here. You know, there's a big message here of like, not everything is as it seems, or not everything was as it looked. And he did at one point really hope and wish to have something more with you. I know this is a very probably triggering statement, and go with your gut always. But the cards show that there was a time when he really thought you two would have something more. And I feel like this was an intentional destruction of something by somebody else. In his inner circle, they're bringing up the circle. In his inner circle somewhere, this person sabotaged something. Could have even sabotaged the engagement for a few of you, but I think they're using the word engagement as like you two talking, you two being like eye to eye with each other, or just in resonance even. Does that make sense? Like with the talking, passion, not today, butterfly again, love call. I don't know. There's been a lot of him wanting to call, wanting to talk, wanting a date, coffee date. And he's really been held back here with his lack of confidence and his own self-sabotage and his own fear, ego and jealousy issues. And you may be like, what? There's no one to be jealous of. But I think he thought there was, or there were lies, something like that, that this person made up about you, or what was going on in your life, or something like that. It's not going to be the same for everyone, but there is a truth that really needs to be discussed and understood here. And of course, you know, I've said now twice, you need to have your boundaries in place. You need to use your boundaries and your intuition, right? This isn't a sign to be like, oh my gosh, you misunderstood what was going on. Everything's fine. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. But he is coming to some kind of real understanding that you know, they're going both ways with that kind of statement. Not everything is as it seems. If you thought he didn't care, he definitely did. Does that mean he has the capacity to act right? I don't know. You're going to have to figure that out. But the Two of Cups being in the center here, it's a very important card. The High Lord of Gratitude and Service. The Fire Prince. Again, the Cosmos, and we had the Universe card. The Dream Walker. The Word Lord. The Queen of Light. I think those were you too. The Phoenix. So again, a symbol of transformation. The Prison Waif. Oh, look at that. Sacred Union. And the Well Watcher with the Lady of the Mirror on the bottom. Selflessness, humanity, conscious action. I do feel like he's trying to take conscious action. I feel like he's not trying to, like I said in the beginning, there's these two opposing forces here, right? And part of him is like slowing down, going inward, looking at things he didn't look at before, or couldn't, or didn't even know were there. And there's this other part of him that's just really aggressive, and now that he knows this information, wants to just rush in, right? Swords energy is very fast. And, you know, this is Wands energy. Creativity, vastness, dreams, the collective, good, and illusions. And I referenced twice now that video I did where he had a dream that he was married to you in a past life. I mean, that's what I was like seeing when I did that reading on TikTok. And dreams, the collective, okay. Wisdom, power of the divine, that's a 7 card, right? We had that in here in the B card. He is in alignment with divine intelligence, illumination, enlightenment, collaboration, communication, praise, and dishonesty. So take that into account. He may go fishing for information from you. Resurrection, surrender to change, self-sabotage, poverty consciousness, partnership, romance, reflection, non-judgment. There's shadows here for sure. This is not all light. This is definitely take some discernment. Inner conflict, morality, conscious choice. There's a big probability at some point he could have been walking away because he felt he was doing the right thing somehow. But underneath it all feels like there's this not enoughness. And again, I feel like from these messages, what I feel like he's going to tell you is somewhat of an apology. That he really didn't understand what was going on, or he didn't recognize the divinity here that has come to his attention, his understanding. And there's a realization that he created something very negative, very harmful, something like that, where he purposely took from you or took from this relationship in a negative way. And also that he maybe believed somebody else over you. He maybe thought you were intentionally trying to hurt him. And so cards we've seen a lot. Don't back down. Interesting. Stand up for what you believe is right. That golden heart. You've been indoors too long. Okay. Sedna, infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all your tomorrows. Medicine women. You are a channel for divine healing power. We have fertility, golden opportunity, and easy does it. Again with the dove and the chakra colors. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. Interesting. Those are beautiful cards. Let's get a little bit of advice here. I feel like, you know, also take your time. I do feel a lot of pressure, like coming from the masculine side, like a lot of intensity. I think there's been things held back for a very long time. Bridget, inner strength, hope with that Lotus, and then Lord Shiva. So these are cards we haven't seen in quite a while. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. So there's been 2 cards of healing here. Hope, love, and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. Commander Ashtar, call to action. Take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. And transcendence. So another message of seeing like a bigger picture. Honor, rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. So we've had really 3 cards of universe. Not sure why I'm putting them away today. Kind of working. Sunstone empowerment fell out. Working with you and transforming your head versus heart and your boundaries. I forgot that Armadillo card came out for you, and forgiveness, fertility, rites of passage, emotional healing, and protection. Self-love on the bottom of the deck. Wow, so you are very protected. You guys are very protected as you're going through this emotional healing here. It's a master teacher card, very important card of forgiveness. And I think rites of passage is a card of an empowerment, or cards of maturing. What else do I need? I think I said that in the reading. Yeah, I did. I said immature. He is maturing in his thinking, is what I think this is. And understanding of how kind of the pain that he acts from as an adult had the seeds in this inner child, right? That was a quote that I shared, and it really made a big impact on me. We often do this thing where we're like, you know, grow up, and then we have these adult problems, and they all have seeds in the inner child. Silver Dragon, Alpha Dragon. So you have opens you to higher learning and wisdom, expand your crown chakra for illumination, walk the higher spiritual path. You are being called to walk a higher spiritual path, right? I always talk about that. It's time to start going up that path that goes uphill a little bit. Brings you higher love so that you embody the Christ light. Absorbs the Christ light. You are protected. Expand your heart and remain 5th dimensional. Brings soul families and communities together. Spread belonging, warmth, and oneness. Bring people everywhere together. Receive answers and guidance from nature. Align with your divine essence. Helps you tune into the secrets of nature. And then we've had that card go outside. So there's a lot. Oh, and this is the card with the key. So that's your Chiron, which is in Aries. Illuminates your illuminates your potential with higher light. Access untapped resources. Look into your soul and see higher possibilities. So we're being very drawn right now to look at where we want to be as a human being, as a person, and to cultivate the characteristics of that person, right? Forgiveness, a higher perspective, not so down in the 3D mundane of it all. Passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. And I did see the seduction card in this deck too. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Twin flame, your passion ignites freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. And life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You'll be surprised where it leads. I'm always surprised when the twin flame card just shows itself like that. I feel like there's an acknowledgement here that will be said between you two. And you're going to be the one to have to use your boundaries and make a decision about what you will and you won't accept. Especially if there is someone else in his life. This is being highlighted. You know, this is about how much you value yourself and how much your heart and your head can align. And all right, thank you. I will talk to you later. See you tomorrow. Bye.